Welcome back, everyone, to the beginning of the end. That's right, we are right at the very end of Might and Magic 3. We are going to skip over the credits this time because, really, if you go down the hallway that you see before you, you'll see a message saying go off to the left or a message saying that you can continue exploring. If you continue exploring, your only real reward is just seeing the credits. That's all you see. A list of people who made the game and something saying whenever you send your score into the Ancients, include the word KTOW in it. The only problem, they didn't give you a way to be able to mail the Ancients, so, you know, whatever. And considering the fact that the 3DO headquarters is now defunct, or the New World Computing quarters are now defunct, it's kind of a moot point. But anyways, the air is filled with the smell of ether, and the flickering of colored lights, like horrible lightning. Down in the corridor to the left, two robed figures battle amongst a plasm of magic so thick that it hangs in the air like fog. It is Korak and Shelton, locked in mortal combat among the sparks of their supernatural clash. Sensing your presence, Korak looks away long enough to give Shelton the chance to pass into a nearby transport tube. Cursing under his breath, Korak beckons you to follow before disappearing into the same transport tube. Trust me, be a smart adventurer and follow Korak. Going any other way will get you killed. Please enter sequence. 6, 4, 5, 2, 3, 1. The grand experiment of the Ancients, to use the technology of elemental manipulation to create a completely viable ecological and social microcosm. This microcosm was then to be transported to a distant biosphere, in this case Terra, to supplant its indigenous ecosystem. The need was acknowledged for a central controlling unit capable of compensating for unexpected anomalies. Shelton was created to be the overlord and guardian of Terra, the supreme law, but his conditioning was flawed. Seeing himself as a guardian of Terra, not of the Ancients' colonization experiment, he rebelled against the invading army that was to be sent to his world. Shelton was contained, but later escaped, determined to undermine the grand experiment. Learning from their earlier failure with Shelton, the Ancients created a new guardian named Korak. With his conditioning properly completed, the grand experiment was launched on its journey through the void. Korak's first duty was to eliminate the threat of Shelton, then assume the role of guardian and overlord of the Terra colonization. Unable to stop the colonization of Terra, Shelton has succeeded in disturbing the balance between the three alignments of men, a balance Korak must work to regain upon his return to Terra. However, Shelton sees this as only a minor compensation, and has set out to extract revenge by sabotaging other experiments the Ancients have scattered throughout the void. Thusly was a plot for Might and Magic 1 and 2 set. 2 escape capsules have disembarked from this vessel. The first occupied by Shelton, the second by Korak. At Korak's request, a third has been prepared to follow their course for a rendezvous at whichever world Shelton seeks to extract his revenge upon. Having proven yourself as an ultimate adventurer, Korak and the Ancients ask your help in the adventures yet to come. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end to Might and Magic 3 Isles of Terra. The DOSBox version had a lot better of an ending, but aside from that, you get the general idea. Our party of 6 adventurers heads off into the void to give chase to Shelton and Korak. Whatever world that Shelton decides to terrorize next, we will be there, and so will Korak, hot on his heels. So, final score of 720,600,000. This final score really doesn't matter much. You can get a lot higher one if you wanted to. Me personally, I don't really give a darn about that. We've gone through the game, we've successfully completed it, we've beaten it. And now, let's just sit back and just savor the moment. hope that you all appreciate the abilities that Hypercam does now. As you'll notice, there is no mouse on the screen, no matter where I move my cursor at. Something very, very nice. And I will continue to use Hypercam whenever I open up DOSBox and fire up my copy of Might and Magic 4 and 5 World of Zine. Now, you might be wondering, like, 4 and 5, where's 4? Or where's 5? You know, I mean, what's happening there? Well, you'll see, you'll see. For right now, though, let's start with the game Might and Magic 4 Clouds of Zine. I hope that you all enjoyed watching this movie. I know that the only problem that I had was that there was some minor inconsistencies with the sound and sound effects in the game. That was partly because Windows Media Encoder, they have an option where you can just choose either mixed audio or just wave audio or just microphone audio, and I had just set for just microphone audio on accident. But honestly, you didn't miss much. You've heard all the sounds in the game, all the music. This and music is the only ones different from anything else inside the game. And it's pretty nifty, but I really would have appreciated at least, I mean, come on, against the Dragon Lord? Where's the boss music? I mean, the Plasmoids got a huge remake and revamp on their design. Why didn't the Dragon Lord? Why did they have to cop out in that? Oh, well. So, final comparison, DOSBox versus SNES version. SNES version has better sound, yes, but the advantages of the DOSBox version are innumerable, overwhelming. There's synthesized speech. I know that the SNES is capable of doing synthesized speech. I don't know why they didn't do it for this one, but it's whatever. It's still a good game, but the DOSBox version is superior. The DOS version is superior. If you can find it on some compilation CDs, like where I got my copy of Might and Magic 3, that's pretty good. You can snag yourself a few other games while you're at it. But really, this is a decent game, and for the limitations and capabilities of the SNES, it was a really good port. The graphics seem to be a little bit more crisper, if you ask me. The animation is a lot less so, and the controls are a lot more sluggish, but the music is a nice touch. I really don't know what to say. It's an okay game. It's decent. It's a heck of a lot better than Might and Magic 2 ever was, that's for certain. At least for the SNES version. It's no Might and Magic NES, or it's no Might and Magic Book 1 for the NES. I still am wowed by the artwork, the music, and the design that they did for Might and Magic Book 1. If they would have carried it over to the other two, they might have really turned some heads on the console version, but alas, it was not meant to be. I mean, people say that American Sammy did some bad games. Well, Might and Magic Book 1 was a really awesome game, if you ask me. Flawless port, flawless quality, flawless music, controls were great, everything was par excellence. Yeah, I just don't know why they didn't do the same with the other two. Oh well. For now, just watch the ending, and I am going to set the microphone down and stop talking and just let you listen to the music. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll continue to watch my next installment as I go through the Clouds of Zine in Might and Magic 4. Bye, everyone!